Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is really a good one. And I say that because, well, I know exactly what happened and what I'm going to show you. And this is really good, in my opinion, because this is the kind of thing that makes you a better player, or will make you a better player faster than any other type of video. Oh, you can go watch Tier 10 Battle XYZ, hoop-de-doo, doesn't matter. If that's what floats your boat, by all means go do that. If you want to get good, you need to watch and study this video, because this is the type of stuff that will help you. Now, I do have other videos, different tiers, what have you, because I get contributions from all kinds of guys on my friends list. This one is key, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, which means you're going to be able to do exactly what I do. Now, on the off chance that you don't have this Panzer 38H, you don't have to worry. This is a free premium tank. So I'll give you the rundown on how to go get this dude. What we do, we go to the store. You want to find the 2-pack game, World of Tanks and World of Warships Joint Forces. The Joint Forces has a download for this tank. There's two 10 megabyte downloads. One is for a free ship. I don't know what it is because I don't play the ships. The other one is for this tank. If you look in the pictures in the store for the Joint Forces game and scroll down, you'll see the Panzer 38H. That will let you know you're at the right place. So this tank is absolutely free. That's number one. So there's no reason for you not to get this tank. Number two, I'm going to show you the setup here of equipment. It won't cost you very much. Now, we have two things that are absolutely necessary on equipment, and then two of them you can make your own choices. You absolutely need the traction, and you absolutely need the powertrain, because this dude is slow and goes like 25 on flat ground. Up the hill, it's horrible. Deal with it. Now, I use optics and fan. This is what I call chocolate or vanilla. There's other things you can use. I recommend to you the optics, because once you get the upgrades with your Born Leader and the binoculars, this tank will have a 432 meter view range, which is insane for Tier 2. The fan helps you in this regard as well. It also helps you on your reload and turret rotation, anything that's crew related. Now, you could choose camouflage, but that's really only if you have, just an absolute obsession with being a sniper. It's up to you. It's not, the camo on this tank isn't that great, but this tank is not a camouflage using tank. You score in the 38H by being essentially a Tier 2 medium tank. Even though it's a light tank by category, it's a medium tank in combat for the most part, and once you have vision, it's a pretty good short-range sniper. That's how you score in a 38H, and I'm going to show you that in this game. So you do whatever you want. It's not my problem. I'm telling you my personal experience, and the fact that I have numerous videos of scoring in this tank. Everything I tell you You could say, well, that's just your opinion, man. That's true. My opinion is based upon scoring. It's not my personal preference necessarily for things. As a science guy, we learn to test and refine. Test and refine. So I tested and refined 38H. The things I tell you come from my own personal tests and refinements from my successes and my failures. Like I said, do whatever you want. It's your business. You want to score like me, listen to me. Just that simple. All right, consumables, pretty basic stuff. Gold repair, you're insane if you don't have it. It's not a chocolate or vanilla. This is a right or wrong, and this is correct. Now, the 38H is the best commander builder tank in the game. Oh man, Duke, there's guys that have 75% commander experience. That's true, but guess what? You won't build faster commanders in those tanks because those games last much longer. So it's the cycling of play a game, play a game, play a game, play a game, play a game. That 50% is just stacking like a maniac. Now the 75% ones are great, and maybe you're great in those tanks and you enjoy it. Play what you enjoy. By all means, if you want to go and get any one of the 75% commander builder tanks, they're great. If you enjoy it, that's really the most important thing. So that's the Earthshaker, which is a medium. That is the Demolisher, which is the sniper. It has a not very nasty slow rotation of the turret. Otherwise, it'd be good. And the other one is the Eradicator, which is the heavy tank. They're all tier 8s, and they're all going to get abused by 9s and 10s. However, I have had MVPs in those tanks in tier 10 matches. Not with the Eradicator, but with the Demolisher for sure. So, I'm just giving you advice on that, but the really number one advice would be play what you enjoy. Man, if you enjoy playing that 75% commander earning tank for 4 games an hour, by all means play that. Play what you're enjoying and gives you the most success. That's really the number one. For most people, 99%, you're going to go, oh, that 38H is the way to go. And that's why I say that. So we want to use the rations because that gives you a 10% bonus on your commander skills. And I'll explain this to you further a little bit later. Also, now this one is chocolate or vanilla. In my scientific studies, it's, in my opinion, slightly better to use the first aid. However, I have also used the gasoline with success. It's a tomato. The gasoline gives you a little bit better speed, but trust me that when you have gasoline, you play it and you get hammered by your crew members getting whacked, it'll make you into a first aid guy so fast it's not even funny. But again, by all means, I have used both and had success in both and failures in both. Okay, so it's not clear cut that the first aid is always better. It's not always better. It's mostly better, maybe 55% to 45%, something like that. It's a slim edge in favor of the first aid. However, if you want to go with the gasoline, by all means, it does work. This is another opinion right here. Myself, I don't like bouncing shots. I just use all premium. Some of those bounce anyway, and I lose money every game. And I lose a lot of money, okay? A lot of silver, it doesn't matter. I go to play Cold War, I make that back in one game. Bing, bang, boom, thank you, I'll take it. Or I play my Sexton Artillery with an 81% silver bonus. I make that back in 2, 3, 4 games because that's what I enjoy. I make all of my 38H losses money back and more which is why you see that I have 36 million silver with my artillery or my Cold War tanks, whatever floats your boat, okay? Always the number one rule, what makes you happy? What are you enjoying? Do that, whatever that is. All right, now we've got this covered. Let me show you 38H Commander specifics. The tank itself has a 50% commander bonus. In fact, let's look here, scroll down to the bottom. Now, I've had people, good players, who actually didn't know what I'm about to tell you, so I'm going to repeat it. The silver bonus says 100. Wow, that's 100 silver bonus. No, that's no bonus. 100% is the normal earning. All right, anything above 100, that's your bonus. So silver bonus, 0. But this is how they operate to deceive you. It sounds like you got 100 silver bonus. It's really good. It loses money every game. Tank XP bonus, 170, which means it's 70% over normal tank XP. That's a great bonus. But you're really here for the commander bonus, because at 150, that's a 50% commander bonus. Now, if you recall, I told you to put the enhanced rations. That's a 10% bonus. So that goes from 50% up to 60%. What I also do is use a 3-star commander right here. That gives me another 30%. So that 60% bonus adds 30, that's 90%. You go, wow, that's really awesome. All right. Now, you see the star over here? In the game I'm going to show you, I earned my next skill. We'll get to that when we come back after the game. And the commander himself, I always use the quick learner, because that's an extra 10%. So our 90% commander bonus turns into a 100% commander bonus by having a 3-star commander, if you have one, with a quick learner and the enhanced rations on the 38H tank. So you get 50 plus 10 from the rations, plus 10 from the quick learner, plus 30 from the commander. It's a 100% bonus. This is a 200% commander earning tank every game you play, win or lose. If you win, you're going to get a little bit more. But even when you lose, you rake it in nasty. And this is the key of the 38H. And this dude, you can run 8 to 10 matches an hour depending on your luck. All right? This is why this thing is the beast of beasts. So we've got all that stuff covered. I guess let's go check out the business, and then we'll see what we're going to do. Welcome to the mines. All right, first thing I always do, look at the enemy list. On the enemy list, you're going to see at the very bottom, T1E6 X1, that's the Xbox One model of the E6 premium tank. That guy is a monster tank with premium rounds. He can cut through you like a hot knife through butter. So your best defense against the E6, which is one of the toughest tanks you will face, is distance. You want to stay as far away from him as reasonably possible. Remember, you're a sniper, he isn't. Now, as you see, up the hill, 6. Ooh, baby, that's some speed, let me tell you. So this would give you a idea. You know, you might want to use that gasoline. Well, you know, I've already been there and done that. So I'll deal with the slowness and save the crew protection. Trust me on this. The E6 will make you want to have crew protection. So basically, normally what happens is the E6 guys love to go up here and snipe you. And that's why I took the route I took, because I'm anti-E6 sniping. They get right up there on top of that hill and they'll butcher you. So I want to stay as far away from that place. Now this guy never used it. He went around, as you can see, he went around up here, and he's coming around here to go to my base. He's not that skilled in this tank, luckily for me. I'm playing this as if the guy is a master E6 player. He was not. He was a good player, but he's not a master. A master would have completely done it differently. But he's doing something that wins a lot of the time. Just not something that will beat a master 38H player, which is me. So, I'm just here trying to get this point. He's going to my base. I know it. I'm just going to kill this guy and watch me head immediately back to my base. Because I know that's where he's going. I don't have to have the alarm go off. See, the alarm is not off. He's not there yet. I was already turned. Because I'm paying attention to the whole map while I'm in transit. If you're not engaged in combat, look at your map and watch where they're going. And now this is, kind of dicey. Because I don't know how good he really is until I fight him. He's not a screw-up. What he did will win the game if I make mistakes. But I don't make mistakes very often. Alright, I'm a sniper. I've stopped here. I know that guy's around there somewhere. I don't need to get close to kill these guys. Kill them with my sniping. He's behind the flagpole, actually. I just saw him. He's my #1 target. I don't worry about the other guys. Because the toughest guy to kill and the guy who represents the greatest threat to you is the E6. Just hope that the robots aren't going to be a big problem. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not, but I'm doing good. He's shooting me, but notice at long range his gun's not butchering me. And that guy, he's on the back side of my base, so I have to move forward. It's okay. There he is. This guy's toast. Now, it's down to you and me, you one-eyed freak. That's a classic Duke line. Anyway, now it's just him and me. And now the difference is, I have about 1,000 damage points. So, when I was helping Bernie, now here's the secret. My turret rotation is plenty good enough to keep up with this dork. It's not a threat. I get to the rock. Keep one side on the rock. That makes it harder for him to circle me. See, he knows to circle me, in theory. And that's any tank, not me specifically. But he doesn't know that I have a technique to crush him. Because you must have this skill. Getting next to the rock reduces his ability to shoot you. You have a superior turret. Now, you can't hit him with the lock on as he rotates around you. It's fine. Just aim in front of him. Let him run into your bullet. Bam. That's how he's dead. It takes a little practice. You've got to remember not to use the lock-on. The lock-on will always fire behind him because it shoots at his center and he's fast enough to where your bullet will not impact him. But he got smoked because I have a specific plan, which I just told you, on how to kill an E6, even though it's a much faster tank than we are. And that was why this is such a classic video, because this is the battle that you have to master to become, the big dog superhero. Alrighty then. Now, let's look at the results. Check it out in the highlighted box. With premium, minus 41,000 silver. I told you I'd lose silver. Don't care. Don't worry about tank experience. That's fantastic. Whatever. It works if you're doing some operation or whatever. But look at that bottom number. And here's the thing. 60,000. Now, how do you get 60,000 commander experience, Duke? I was running a ×8 commander bonus. All right? That's the full disclosure. Without that, you're going to average 5,000 plus. That one might have been about a 10,000 point game because it's based on your damage. The more damage you do in the 38H, the more you get paid. And the sequence of events that you saw is really important, and I'm going to explain that to you. What happened when you look at it structurally? I went out to go out there to kill those two guys on the far east and immediately turned back because I saw the Three Stooges come into my base. The whole point of what I do in my 38H is to play to score the most damage first. Now, I'm going to win some games. I'm going to lose some games. No one's perfect. No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, I'm playing to score the most damage because you're going to win games, you're going to lose games. The sequence that I went through, you'll notice when it came down to the showdown between myself and the E6, I had already dispatched 5 guys. So I had over 1,000 points at that time of damage. If something happens, if he plays great, if I make a mistake and he wins, I'm still scoring probably 50,000 commander points. Maybe it might be as low as 40,000. And when you lose, it'll be a little bit less, whatever. So this is one of the lessons that I teach. You don't want to go and face the top dog early on because you're not going to win every one of those matchups. Myself versus the E6. You're going to lose some of those matches. You can play great and lose. All right? You can play mediocre and win. So I don't want to face the top dog like another 38H, the E6. Those are dangerous tanks, super dangerous, okay? You don't want to face the super dangerous tank first if you can help it. Sometimes you can't help it. I'd like to face him last. That way, if I don't win, I still score. I mean, I'm playing to win the game, but I want to score as much as possible for my commander. So it's just a setup that you practice game after game after game. And that's why this is a great game for educational purposes, because I had to face one of the most devastating enemy tanks that I can face in this game. Faced him, showed you the technique, how to beat him, and was lucky, executed. Everything went fine. He made a mistake in not trying to run away. And it's a common mistake because in the moment, the problem with the E6 player, typically, it's not a problem for him. It's only a problem for him when he faces someone who's mastered 38H. And I mastered 38H because my friend Fish taught me how to play the 38H. That dude was a master of the 38H. I go, man, that tank's terrible. Blah, blah, blah. He goes, no, it's good. And I'm like, All right, master, teach me. Well, he taught me, okay? I learned from Fish, and that dude is an awesome 38H player, let me tell you. I really don't want to face him head-to-head, but, you know, it will be a good battle. So it's one of those things. I learned from the master and then took his lessons and went on my own and, you know, created some other information, which I share with you here. And that's the key. You need to master the tank. And if you do, I'm going to show you the medals, and it's really ridiculous. You're going to get some good stuff. But that's the thing, is that we want to score, which I did. As you see, I killed 6 guys, got 1,200 damage because of my booster and my natural 200% commander experience from this loaded 38H and commander. Blammo, 60 grand. So I got the next skill unlocked, and I unlocked another 46,000 on the next skill. So realistically, if I had 2 games like this in the next 2 games, which is not going to happen often, I'd be right there to get another skill, bing, bang, boom. It is possible. Now let's go check the medals. All right, I got a whole bunch of medals. Spartan survive ricochet, no problem. Cool-headed survive at least 10 ricochets. You know, that was no problem either. The 38H has really good armor, and I'll show you why I got this cool-headed when we go and look at the commander skills in detail. Bruiser, knock out modules or crew members, defend your base, capture points, total damage blocked in excess of your hit points, do more damage than your hit points, do the most damage in the game, kill 2 guys that cause damage to you, minimum, kill 6 or more. Well, I killed 6, which was really awesome. And yes, I have killed 7 before, but it's super rare. You don't get anything special for it. You just get one of these top guns, okay? It's great, and it's just a fun goal for yourself, but there's no medal or anything like that. Steel Wall. Receive damage of at least 1,000 hit points. This is why the 38H is a beast. And second class badge overall. Now, to get a first class badge or a ace badge, you're going to need to be in a 15-man game that's mostly tier 2s, you know, maybe 3 or less tier 3s. So just giving you the heads up there. Scoreboard. All right, that guy got 3 kills. He killed 3 robots, which is fine. I killed 5 robots. So, you know, robots will wear you down, though. That's the thing. The E6 does not have good armor. The 38H has the best armor of tier 2, really, in my opinion. That's what makes it so devastating. But it is slow. So you trade off the armor durability for slow speed. But if you use it right, just like I did in this game, it's not a problem. There's my 38H commander. Now I use the Nazi zombie, 3-star. Really, it doesn't matter what you use. It's just, this is just for video purposes, essentially. You gotta have a 3-star. Doesn't matter if it's a 2-dimensional 3-star or a 3D like this one or whatever it is. The 3-star commander, this is the secret. The 3-star commander remains in this tank always. What I do is I build up the commander skills and then swap them to another commander and then restart the process. So let's go check out the skills. I've got the quick learner, which is a 10% experience bonus. Well, gee, Duke, what if you took it out and used another skill in there? What a good-looking question. All right, here's the thing with that. Now, there's a video by Slap-a-Fish, who I don't know personally, but he seems like a really nice guy. And as a math and science guy, I've already done the work that he did in the video where he analyzes the progress using the quick learner in a commander versus using just another regular skill. The conclusion he reaches is the correct conclusion, because I had already done this work basically in high school at some point, is that the acceleration of the quick learner will get you the 9th skill faster. The only drawback to that is you'll have to respec your guy at the end, either at skill 8 or skill 9, and it's going to cost you either 80 gold or 90 gold to do that, and then you have all regular skills. Now I'll show you what happens there as an example after I'm done here. But his conclusion is correct. You do go faster. You're going to get to the 9th skill faster if you use the quick learner. Like I said, I already knew the answer. I wanted to see how good he was, and he was perfect. That's the best I could say. You can go look for the video. I don't remember the title. It's probably Quick Learner. So you could search YouTube with, put on there, slap a fish. It's literally exactly slap a letter A, fish, one word. Slap a fish, Quick Learner probably will get you the video that you want. And he explains it well. And it's like, I looked at the video and I'm like, man, that is a boring video. I could do this. And then I was looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I realized, you know what? It is a boring video, and it's not an insult to say that. I can't make that video any better than what he did. It's going to be boring no matter who does it, etc. I said, well, instead of just killing myself trying to equal or better his video, which is good luck with that, I said, I'll just recommend you go check out his videos. It doesn't matter. Like I said, he seemed to be a really nice guy. His information was dead on correct. So every once in a while, I mention him here in these type of videos because he nailed it. And if he nailed it, why not just be man enough to admit that guy made a great video? Go check it out. All right. So that's the story of Quick Learner. It is the correct selection for me. Now, you don't have to do it tomato, it's chocolate or vanilla. Make your choice. Now, my first choice for combat skill is rapid loading, because damage per minute is key. All right. The next one, and I've experimented with these before. This is the best one after rapid loading, because this gives you your maximum defensive armament to block or deflect shots. You remember that medal that I got for deflecting 10 ricochet whatever. Now here the sequence is, there's a lot you can choose from. The trap is to choose the steady aim. I go with Born Leader. Born Leader does exactly the same thing as the fan, and what Born Leader does is improves all your crew skills, meaning your turret rotation increases, your reload time decreases, your aim accuracy slightly increases, so the number goes down. Things of this nature. This is the correct sequence. Now, what I normally do on my 5th skill, I'll get the steady aim here for the 5th skill. Now, there's two ways I'm doing this. I'm building a generic commander for other tanks. If so, on the 5th skill, I'll get the steady aim and then swap these out to another commander and build up another one. Or if I want to build maybe a commander that requires stuff, like if I'm building a sniper commander specifically, I'll hold back on this steady aim, and I'll get stuff like binoculars, which is awesome. I might even wait another skill and get camouflage expertise and then finish that off with skill number 7 with the steady aim. Because the 38H has a good aim built in. Some tanks have a higher aim accuracy built in than others. Pay attention to this and it makes a difference. Let me show you. Go to the equipment on the 38H. On Xbox I hit Y, but on PlayStation you would hit triangle. Look at my aim accuracy in the bottom of the center column, under where it says primary. Accuracy at 100 meters, 0.36. That's solid. What that means is the gun will deviate basically up to 36 centimeters, which is about a little more than a foot off target. Not a problem when you're shooting at a tank, the target as big as a tank. Now, as you get further and further away, 200, 300, you got to be a little more careful, but it's no big deal. So this tank has a solid built-in accuracy. Let me show you one of my killer snipers. The accuracy of this tank, tier 4 German sniper, is down, you see on at the bottom, 0.28. For my own personal description, I say 0.30 is what you need minimum for a sniper. Well, this is better than that. It's a 0.28. That's why this is one of my top snipers, if not my top sniper overall. For fun, it's fun to play this one. And like I said, that's the key thing. So, this commander, let me show you this guy's commander. Now this is a built-up commander, and I have, on this one, when I got to the 8th skill, or right when I was right below getting it, I respec'd it to get rid of the 10%. I got the 8th skill, and so I have 8 combat skills here. And you'll see I have the ones you're familiar with. I told you rapid loading is my first one. Armor angling comes after that. Born leader is the one I just put on my guy. Steady aim. This one does not have binoculars. He will get binoculars in skill 9. They're not that important for every tank. Iron Mace makes your shot do more damage downrange. Anti-ramming of controlled impact and fire prevention. So this covers the basic lesson. As you see on the right hand side at the very bottom, it says boosters. You see that blue ×8. Let's go back here. That's how I got, like I told you, the monster score. So now this guy's got 4 skills. I'm ready to get the 5th skill and really trade him out. What will happen is this. I have a gazillion, I got 4 pages of unassigned commanders. Some of them, like this one, are unassigned because I took them out, put another commander in the tank they're in, etc. But most of these are 1s, 2s, and 3s on skills. This is one of the ones I have taken the commander, skills out, swapped it, etc., etc. I just don't have another tank yet that I have decided to put this guy in. Doesn't really matter. But I have all kinds of guys waiting to go in tanks. Like this is another one. This is my main Weasel commander, but I'm using an 8 skill commander in my Weasel to build it up to a 9. Because that way I can have the fun of playing the Weasel and also build up that commander faster. So it's more fun for me to take my Mike Ditka commander out. This is Klimov for you. But for me, he looked like Coach Ditka, so that's who you are. So I'm building up my Weasel commander, and then I'll swap it out and put it in a different tank. Doesn't matter. But I got these guys, you know, and like I said, most of these are ones or twos. There's another guy ready to go. You know, just another random guy. She's ready to go. This is the Italian general. Now, there's two of these guys. You'll get Giovanni in his Italian. Well, he's obviously Italian, but he's in. There's two versions. There's his fascist Italian uniform when they were part of the Axis, and then when they switched to the Allies, you have this one, which is the Allied uniform. So I have two of these Giovannis. The other one is in another tank. I'm not sure where it is, but it doesn't really matter. I just thought I would mention it to you. There's two different Giovanni commanders, two-dimensional like this. And once again, this is ready, blah, blah, blah. So for me, the 38H is really like a factory for commander skill. I do this when I don't have anything else special going on. I completed my earn operation, got my tank. That's going to be a different classic shorty video. So today it was like play 38H, build some commanders right out of the gate. You know, second or third game I played was this monstrosity, and it's like, great, this is a great opportunity to showcase what people can do, what they need to do. And against an E6, one of the toughest ones you're going to face, it doesn't get any better than that. It's like reading a Batman comic book with the Joker. You get everything you need right there, bing, bang, boom, fantastic. So hopefully that's what you guys feel when you watch this video. So we've covered everything. I would recommend studying the actual battle, you know, and learn what's going on. And everybody's going to learn it at a different speed. You're going to pick up different things. I have many more videos like this one that are going to be different but similar, you know, all along the same concept. We're trying to score damage more so than anything else. It's nice to get kills, okay? Yeah, I got 6 kills in this game. I'm not bragging. It just happened, okay? We get kills in these games not really to brag, although it looks really nice in the video for sure. We're trying, this is the Bernie rule. The Bernie rule is kill the gun. Take the gun out. If you get it, fine. If your partner gets it, fine. We don't care. As long as that guy is dead, he can't shoot you. So that's the motivation. If you play with the Bernie motivation, you're going to do better. You may not score as many kills every game, but would you rather score 5 or 6 kills and lose, or 3 kills and win? I'll take the win every time, thank you very much. It's nice to get kills as a highlight, you know, like a birthday cake. You don't want to have birthday cake every day. It gets old, I'm telling you. So look at it that way. Use the Bernie method. Kill the gun if you can. Set him up for somebody else to kill it if you can't kill him yourself. Fantastic. Okay, it doesn't really matter. You're going to catch a break here and there, make a kill that you might not get, and vice versa. You'll have games where you're drilling guy. Guy rolls up around the corner, kills a guy, bam, I'm on to the next guy. Great, thanks a lot. I'm still alive. I've still got more guys to shoot. Be a team player. A good team player wins more than the guy who thinks he's a jackass superstar, because he's going to do something stupid. Everyone does something stupid, okay? This is why when we play in platoons, we're constantly giving advice to one another. If we got killed, you know, we're like watching the partner. It's like, hey, there's a guy coming up on your left side or what have you. And we understand that that is information that is going to help you if you don't know it. If you already know it, fine, that's great. But my concern, if I'm dead and I'm with Bernie, for example, hey, I see a guy over here, he's like, got it. Okay, if I see a guy somewhere else, and tell him, he's like, where is he? I'm like, 9 o'clock. All right, whatever. We're there to help our guy win, do the best he can do, because he might be the guy that saves the game. It's not about, being a superstar. Oh, you're not MVP, you're not, whatever. Who cares? I don't care about that. So that's the burning method. Kill the gun, or set him up for the kill. You're going to win more games if you play with that mentality. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. That's really the main goal. Tell your friends, because they need to know this. This will give you better commanders and more power to your commanders, and it's going to work better for you overall if you can master commander building in 38H. Now myself, I do 2, 3, 4, 5 games a day, whatever floats my boat. Some days I don't want to do any, I don't do any. If I want to do 10, I do 10. Whatever. You don't want to just sit there and go, well, I haven't done commander building in like 2 weeks. I got to do 50 games. Oh my God, dude, that would blow my mind. Know yourself. Keep it fun. If you can only do 2 or 3 a day, dude, that's awesome. It builds up over time, trust me. So tell your friends, hopefully they'll learn and help themselves. Maybe they'll leave a like, maybe they'll subscribe, whatever. So I had a great time showing you this video, because I know this one will make you more successful, and that's the key. So hope you liked it. Look forward to seeing you guys again, and I'm out of here.